Shield Maidens and Berserkers, welcome to all you guys. Last week we did Ronnie Coleman's workout, so this week we are going to do mine. I am going to take you guys through my back and biceps workout, and two important things. First, because I'm still recovering from an injury, or at least I don't want to fall back to the previous state, when I use cable you can always interchange that with dumbbell. On view you can see I'm swinging my back, and I also flare my elbows out. And that's because of two things. First, when I do barbell rows, I always elevate it. And I also like to do it like Schwartzy did. I like to go all the way down. I like those stretches. I like the feeling of it. I don't know if it's scientifically proven or scientifically based to do these anymore. It just feels good. And if it feels good to me, and because it feels good, I like to do them more. And because I like to do this exercise, I do it a lot, and therefore I see results. Many people overcomplicate it. Do your fucking shit. That's that. That's my mentality when doing it. When I do these, I love the feeling. I love to go heavy on these. When I'm working out, and many people advocate this, that when you're doing your back, you do it with perfect form. And I don't believe in that. I believe in sheer fucking intensity. If it's weight, it's weight. If it's repetitions, it's repetitions. I like the intensity, and I like half reps. Why? Because when I go to failure, and I always go to failure, then those half reps are half a step more. Even though it is not perfect, it is half a step more, and it helped me grow. So this is how I do my barbell rows. Next exercise, T-bar rows. You can do it chest supported, and you can do it unsupported. Either way it works best. Also, you can do it close and wide grip. I usually do both, and I usually do 4 to 5 sets with as much weight and as much repetitions as I can do. Also, an important thing to many of these rowing exercises, when I do them, I usually do them starting with a straight arm, and I try to keep my arm as straight as possible up until the point when you cannot pull anymore with a straight arm, so you then keep your elbows tucked next to your body. This helps to only engage the trapezius region of your back, because when your arm's straight, you cannot pull from your biceps, you can only pull from your back. And that really helps with the form. Also, I don't go perfect either. I like to go heavy. I like to do my sets. I like to keep my rest short. I like to do with as many repetitions as I can. As rowing machine rows, the important thing is with the T-bar rows, keep your arms straight as long as possible, because that prevents your biceps from activating only in the last few moments of this movement. So keep your arms straight, because it helps to keep your form better. You don't have to do it with a perfect form, but try to do it the best as you can. Also, heavy weight, much repetitions. Same thing, try to pull from your trapezius region. Where is your trapezius region? Great fucking question. Here, I am going to include this in the video. I'm going to draw some arrows that where should you feel this pulling tension. It's important that you start from your scapular region, because you don't want to pull from your arm, because then it shifts a load to your biceps. So here are the drawings. Lat pulldowns and lat exercises, I love them to bits, and I have to mention this bar. This kind of bar is very important, because when I did it with a straight lat pull down bar, I usually felt, and I know it was my form and it was my bad technique, but when I did it with a straight bar, I usually felt it more in my upper back. When I did this with these kind of bars, I felt it more in my lats. So I switched to these bars because I think these bars are great, and I advise you that. Also, pull-ups, great exercise, because I usually have 2 back days in a week. On one of the back days, I usually switch out these lat pull-downs with pull-ups. For a wider back, pull-ups are great. These kind of bars that I use for lat pull-downs, they are also freaking great, because they work. Also, you can do single hand lat pull-down. And I also included a video here so that you can see that you start your movement from these regions where I draw the arrows, and yeah, pull away, do as many sets as you can, as heavy as you can go. Next exercise. Cable rows, and if you couldn't already tell it, I love rows because I started out with a measly weekly 49 kgs, so I had to build thickness, not only width. My width is, or was somewhat alright, but I had to have that thickness, and rows build that thickness. Many sets of rows and heavy sets of rows. I loved 4 to 5 sets with cable rows, and I like to do them the way Schwarze did. I love that big stretch on the end when you feel your scapular region pulling forwards, and then that long straight arm pull back. Also, you can, I don't care what anyone says, you can swing your back a little bit. That helps. That first movement should be without momentum, but after that, do whatever you want. When you feel it in your lower back, however, now that's not good, so lower your weight a little bit and then you can practice it anymore. Also, in the video you can see these, I will draw the arrows. You will see which part of my back is contracting first, so try to focus on that regions. If that regions contracts first, then you're on a good way. Also, straight arm helps, just like with any row exercise. Everyone says that hammer curls suck, and they don't. I started doing them after my injury, and because they don't put that much strain on your elbows, it's just a simple movement for the longer part of your biceps, and people say they suck, but they suck less than a hoe with a flat chest. They are great. I like to do many repetitions. When I mean many, it's like 12-15 repetitions on arm. I like to go moderately heavy. I reach failure here more by volume and more by repetitions than by weight, because when I did it very heavy, it not tore my biceps, but it caused me golfers and tennis elbow. Golfers first when I was curling my wrists in. So when you curl your wrists in, you strain that tendon here in your biceps, and that is going to fucking hurt, let me tell you that much. And golfer's elbow, when you try to keep the tension off from this tendon. So correct form here is important because of injury. And also my other exercise is curls, cable curls, as you can see here. I like to do cable curls now because biceps curls still hurt. And this constant tension that you can get from cable curls, they feel amazing. I can still work my biceps, I can still see growth. And also it is very important that when I'm contracting my biceps, you may say in the video that I don't lock out. I don't like to lock it out because it puts the tension away from my biceps, and when I lock out, it just doesn't feel right. So that's an advice: don't lock it out. Try to keep as much tension on your biceps as you can. So these are the results. A few things to keep in mind. First, this is a shitty lighting. This is a bathroom light, like a bad bathroom light. Also, I don't have a pump, and I also don't edit my videos for a better look. This is completely natural. This is how I started out a year ago, and this is what I look like now. So keep that in mind when you start your workout, that this is approximately a year of progress. Also, in the first few months, I did not take it as seriously as I take it now. So the last few months of progress is the real deal. So if you start out much stronger or much more dedicated, you can go even further in a year. If you liked it, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in Valhalla.